open up. You open and bitch, you won't be BM. We should be close friends.
What's up, YouTube? It's NEESYRAYCHELLE, and I am back with another video. So first half of my video will be an update on my knotless braids. As y'all can see, I actually have them down today. I've had them, let me do a check. I've had these in for I've had them in for a month. So I've had these in for a whole month, and I know they look like it. My hair grows really fast, so these did not, I won't say they didn't last like I wanted them to, because they still look fine. But because my hair grew so fast and because they are knotless, like, you can tell that I have a lot of new growth going on. So, yeah. So these are what they look like now after 4 weeks. And, just gonna tell y'all, like, kind of what I did with them. So, most of the time my hair has been pulled up in a ponytail or like tied up in a bun. I think I maybe wore them down the first day, and today might be the only other time I've worn them down. I usually will put them in a ponytail like this if I'm going out, like out, because you know we back outside a little bit. So usually if I was going like out to restaurant or something, I'll pull it into a pony like this, and with it like this, I still have the back that's down and then the pony that's up here. Other than that, it's been in a high pony or a high bun is usually what it looks like. But I really liked them. They weren't painful. I was able to sleep the first night without popping any pills, and I was able to manipulate it without, you know, y'all know how it is when you get braids and you start trying to move them and stuff, and it be hurting, and I didn't have any of that. So shout out to Chelsea Vanessa for getting me straight, because yeah, I'm telling y'all, I literally, that day I told y'all I can't do this no more with my hair, I'm going to find somebody to do my hair, I literally got off the camera, pulled out my phone, scrolled and looked for somebody and checked their availability, and she had an appointment the next day at like 9 o'clock, and I was there getting my hair braided. So definitely check her out. She's real sweet, very professional, quick. She's not standing around doing a lot of talking on her phone and all that stuff. Like, she did my braids, got me in and out, and I think it took like 4.5 to 5 hours. I was in and out of there. And these are the medium knotless braids, waist length. And yeah, the color I use is the color 30. I love this color on me. I think it complements my skin tone very well. But yeah, so we're a month in, and I don't want to take the braids out yet. So what I decided to do is I'm going to go ahead and wrap them and turn them into those soft locks. So if you don't know what a soft lock is, it's those locks that they look more natural than most of the wrap locks that you see, and it's because of the hair that's being used on it. So I'm going to attempt to do them. I I just learned how to do this whole wrapping method like 3 months ago. So this is my method. I don't necessarily think there's a right or wrong method to this, but this is how I do it. And if you want to do it this way, go ahead and try it. I'm going to show y'all the hair I bought. I've actually never heard of this company before, but this is Made Beauty Braids, and this is the hair I got. So it's soft twist hair, and if you can see the bottom, it's like has that curl pattern to it. But I got the 20-inch, so I'm probably going to have to cut the ends of my braids, but we'll see how I wrap them and how much hair I actually use, because technically, let's see, technically I have 8 packs of hair, because one of this is 2 regular packs. So I have it in a color 30, which is the color that's in my hair right now, and I also have it in a color 613, which is always my other go-to when I do my hair. And I went to Beauty Depot to get this stuff because that's just my place to go. I love the Beauty Depot by my parents' house, because it is, child, it's a superstore. It has everything. Anything you need, they got it. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and prep this hair, and I'm gonna show y'all how I do it. Oh, and I'll actually like put right here, somewhere right here, what the locks look like that I'm trying to do. And then I also tag this hair in the store I went to, somewhere around here somewhere. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. So let's get to it. Method to my madness. So again, I learned this technique while I was in school from one of my other classmates. Basically, you want to grab 2 strands of this. Did I grab 2 strands? Or is this technically 1? Oh. Yeah, you might only need 1 strand of this hair, because it's kind of thick. So you want to grab 1 strand, and you want to take it and leave a little bit here and hold it at the root, and then you just want to start wrapping. And what you want to try to not do while wrapping this is tighten the braid. Because that can happen. Alright, y'all. That is one lock done. And I don't really want them perfect. Like, I don't know. I like the imperfections in it because real locks aren't perfect. I do think they too shiny, but you know, it is. Alright guys, so I did not finish my hair last night. I did get majority of it done. I think when I woke up this morning I had 12 that still needed to be done. I think that was what was left. But I have a total of 50 in my head, and they're really long. Like, they come down, like I'm sitting down and they're like resting on my thighs. So I just wanted to come back and show y'all how I did this last one, because I've been seeing a lot of people when they do these, they're what am I trying to say? They're gluing the bottom of it, and all I did was I used 2 strands per lock, and when I get to the bottom using the second strand, I kind of like grab it and loop the tail of the braid back over, and I wrap it that way, and then I palm roll, and it gives you this. So I don't know. I'm not gluing the ends of mine because I want to be able to take these out peacefully. So I'm just going to show y'all how I've been putting these on my hair. So I grab, this is my first strand, and what I do is I try to hold like this part a little longer, and I just kind of rake through it with my hand to give it that fluffy look, because like I said, I wanted more texture to my locks. I didn't want them to be all straight. So this is what it looks like once I start fluffing it out. And so you kind of take that piece and lay it on one side, and then you're going to take the rest of the hair, if I can grab it, and you're going to loop it around this braid. Just make sure you hold that piece, because that's going to be, hold on y'all, that piece is going to, let me just show it to you. That piece is going to be your piece to secure the lock to the hair. So let me get it back right. So take that, and you kind of want to just like loop it on your finger like this. Excuse me. And take it, and like I said, I kind of bring mine forward so that I can do it properly. But you want to just start wrapping it around and get as close to your scalp as you can without making it too tight, because you don't want all that tension on your hair, because too much tension can cause your hair to pop. But yeah, I just wrap this around like this. And I also try to, usually I have a mirror, but I can't see what I'm doing right now. Usually I try to look and make sure that I'm not leaving any gaps at the very top. Throughout the rest of it, I don't really care about the gaps, because like I said, I don't want perfect locks. I want them to look kind of, you know, textured and, you know, a little messy. But yeah, so I'm just going to wrap this all the way until I run out of hair. And when I run out of hair, I will grab the other piece and I'll show y'all how I connect that one. so when you get to the very end of this, you want to kind of make sure you don't have any knots there. So just take your finger and like run through it a little bit, and that'll stretch that out some more. And while you're wrapping, try not to wrap too tight if you want more of a textured look, because the tighter you wrap, the more sleek the lock will look. So when you get there, just make sure you're not wrapping too tight. And what I do at the very end of this, because I am going to add another strand, I just kind of wrap it like a 2-strand twist. And there, you can't see it anymore. And you're going to have like a lot of like these little fuzzies come off. I usually have 1 per strand. And I'm just going to grab my mirror so I can look at it. I use my mirror to kind of tell where I need to start the next part of the lock, because like I said, so wait, let me say this first. So for the color 30 pieces, I needed 2 strands. For the 613 pieces, I needed 3 strands. So I think the 613 might be a little thinner than the 30 for whatever reason. It might be the color, not really sure, but for my 613 I did use 3 strands per lock, and then for my 30 I only used 2 strands per lock. So I'm going to grab my second strand, and it will be starting right here, because it looks pretty full all the way to the top. So I'll be starting that one right here and taking it all the way down to the end of this, and then I'll show y'all how I loop it. I'll probably gonna just fast forward through this part because it's the same thing I just did. So for this part, I am just going to show you in the camera how I do it. This is going to be interesting, but I'm down to the end, and I'm just continually wrapping it. And we're getting close to that part where I say you need to fold it over. I'm probably going to fold this one over a little early, and I'm going to double fold it. And when you do that, you want to go ahead and make the bottom of your lock. So if you ever seen the bottom of a lock, it kind of has like this a bubbled look, if that makes sense. Looks like a little ball almost, but you just want to keep stretching that hair out as you go and wrap. You're going to wrap back up towards the top of the lock. And you should actually have enough hair left to completely cover the end of your braid. And that's why I say you want to make sure that you get any of your kinks out, because once you get to this part, you want to make sure that it doesn't get tangled while you're trying to complete it. So this is what it looks like at the bottom. And after I do that part, I do go in and palm roll it to seal it. And that's the bottom of my lock. And these are the final result. These are my locks. I am going to dip them so that they are sealed, because I don't want them coming apart. I did realize that I won't be able to wear these up because they are so freaking heavy. So I will be wearing these down majority of the time. They will not be worn up. But yeah, thank y'all for sticking with me through this. I know, yeah, I love how they turned out. I love that they're not perfect because, I don't know, whenever I had locks, my locks were never perfect, if you get what I mean. Like, they never were these super neat locks, and I like neat locks when they're styled, but when they're just loose like this, I prefer them to have some texture to them. Like, your natural hair has texture. So I like that my locks have texture to them. Now, they are heavy, so I probably only wear these for a couple more weeks. I just wanted a style to increase the longevity of my braids. So after, I want to say the first week of July, I'll be taking these out. And that's actually right before we go back to school. So it's kind of perfect timing. My hair will be free. And, you know, if my classmates need a client to work on while we're in class, they'll have me to use. So, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Thank you so much for being a valued subscriber to Niecy Rachelle. I do appreciate everyone who likes, comment, subscribes, and shares my content. Like, y'all don't know how much that means to me. So